Hello and welcome back everybody, I'm Barbarian and this is Crusader Kings 2 here in the historical Immersion Project, and we have returned to Moldova, or rather Bessarabia I guess. But man, Bessarabia, I was told to roll the arse by the way, which is why I'm gonna do it in an extreme fashion in this very video, so that the people that kept telling me to roll the arse are going to be very frustrated. But either way, here's the deal. We just had to witness an actual child of destiny be born and be eaten by our son, and likely reincarnation of his grandfather, Basarab the Butcher. Basarab Stefanescu is now here, and he is Orthodox, just for the record. He did publicly convert, but at the same time, he is clearly not of this world. He's clearly somebody that, first of all, cannot be trusted, and second of all, I don't know, maybe we should kill him. Look, here's what I want to do. We are down at minus 3k prestige. I want to take out every single person that has betrayed me, or that may betray me in the future, in the name of good old Basarab. So, our wife, we already attempted it. You know, I can't get rid of... Ooh, I totally could get rid of her. You know what? Plot to kidnap her. She fled to Pomerania. I shall take care of this. I will re-kidnap her, bring her back over here, and what I will then also do is I will take care of Edizan. Because the way I see this, he's an enemy of the state. He is somebody that is supporting my vile son and or father, depending on whose stories you believe, and that is of course something that I personally cannot condone. So what we shall do is we will assemble the troops, and then I will try to imprison him, which will likely fail, but you know, it will make it so that I will then have an opportunity. And what is going on here? Everybody hates me, huh? Tyrant? Yeah, I guess so. I guess I am a tyrant, huh? Well, we'll see about that. Is that still my mother? Oh, wow, would you look at that? Aten Oozes, still around. Still kicking. Oh, that is crazy. Alright, what we're gonna do here is, I want to take out, because we already turned a tyrant, right? I want to take out our vassal Kniaz Vishata. He has betrayed us. He did not convert with me. He stuck to the old gods, and the old gods are likely who we have to thank for when it comes to bringing back my father in the despicable state that he has returned in. So, what we shall do now is, how many troops can you raise here? 454, that sounds excellent. Don't have any other commanders by the looks of it. Let me just take a look at that. Yeah, we don't have any other readily available commanders. Can I just try to imprison you? Yeah, this will work instantly. Now, the court is against it. But that's just the way it is. You know what? I shall fire you from your position. I have nobody else left, huh? Well, why don't... I can't recruit anybody. Let's recruit a holy man, sure. Bring him into the court, kick you out, put him in... And then let's try to go for it in prison. There you go. Okay, when will you arrive there? I'm gonna trigger it right now. There you go. Imprison this man. It just works. Now that's the spirit. So we imprisoned this man. A man that could not be trusted. I think we all can agree on that at the very least. And I think it's time to end him, or else he may trust, or rather he may help my son and father. Which is a very strange thing. You know, you're used to saying, like, my sister wife in CK2. That's a thing where you're like, yeah, that's pretty normal. But this, my son and father, now that is something that you don't hear often. You know what? We're gonna just get rid of you. Goodbye. I own all of this land. It is all mine. Nobody will be able to take it from me at any point. Let me actually go in here, because I feel as though if I take this out, yeah, I can easily take this out. You should be out of the picture as well in just a second. We can pillage this. The world is a dangerous place, and people are trying to kill me. I know they are. Take revenge. Meti guy. I don't even know who you are. I probably destroyed some of your family. Yeah, there you are. Oof. Gored by a boar, huh? Well, what can you do, really, eh? Ooh, don't come to me, please. Alright, we did it. We took him out. Did I get anybody? I don't think I did. Well, fair enough. What do we do about our son and father? What do we do about him? That's the biggest question. Can he do anything about it? Think about it. Stefan has been wholly just so terrible in ruling this realm, in keeping his family together, in making it clear that you cannot eat your siblings. He has failed at everything that he has done, and of course, me being terrible at warfare, that was pure role-playing. You didn't think I was serious there. You know, see, this is the lie that I'm trying to sell here, so that you guys actually don't lose any opinion with me. What a horrible CK2 player I have been in recent days. Spawn of Lucifer. My son Basarab has always been a strange one, worrying friends and relatives as well as members of the clergy. With his acts of wanton cruelty, not to mention the creepy buzzing noises he makes, the birds falling dead from the sky, and all the little accidents happening around him. Despite all the best efforts at education and firm tutoring, our hopes have been dashed. A child no more, he has turned into a truly frightening young man. Demon. So our son gets a wonderful education because he's a spawn of Satan. He's a genius, gregarious, lustful, deceitful, ambitious, cruel, possessed, a cannibal of course, a trained fighter, and a brilliant strategist. The rise of evil. Stefan had done everything in his power to destroy those he suspected of assembling in the name of his oldest son, or father? Who knew what was the truth anymore? He had attempted to imprison his son's housemate, his very own wife, and everyone else that could have had a hand in the monstrosity that carried his blood. And now it had come to this. Basarab stood over him with a knife. You know what? Basarab stood over him with a knife, ready to take his life. My son, Stellian, you have disappointed me. Your only act of glory was to bring me back. I will aid you and end your misery. Stellian's light found a violent end. Marknat Stefan, the cleansing flame, dies. Marknat Stefan has given up the ghost at 34. He was devoured. A revolutionary man, he led his tribes away from the worship of old idols and into the glory of the Orthodox faith. I can already tell you, that is something that Marknat Basarab II wrote. Because at the end of the day, he doesn't want to be remembered, or his father and son, to be remembered as, a fool. He wants this glorious family legacy to be carried on, even if, somebody's quite bad at it. Marknat Basarab II, being the child of Lucifer, Basarab's rule is sure to usher in a new age of terror and despair. Long live Marknat Basarab II. Alright, we have become Marknat Basarab. He has killed his sibling and his father, and he is now in power. And I mean, look at what that means. Look at the potential levy that we can have. What does that mean for the feedback here? We will now gain... oh, the garrison is not full yet. 16 per month, that doesn't sound about right. You know what? Let me just... If I dissolve you, does that... Yeah, I knew it. There's people in our lands, of course, that's a bit troublesome. This should work now. There you go. Beautiful. A new era has begun, and you know what he will do? I know what he will do. I just need to find her. Arrange marriage. Me. Ah, yeah, I can't take her. I can't take my former wife, Aiton. Cannot take her for my wife, can I? Sadly. Very, very sadly. Well, in that case, let's just carry on. Who else could we marry? We are now, of course, Orthodox. So we have a bit of a better pool here when it comes to who we can marry. And I'm thinking a princess of Denmark would be kind of nice, but it's just so far away. How are they going to help us, right? H.I.P. Oh, now that would be a marriage. H.I.P. Let me tell you. That would indeed be quite something. The Vasilia Romayon is already in rebellion. There's nobody that I can marry close to the family here that is in charge. If he took over, I could not marry her either, so that's not really in the cards. Where's H.I.P? Where is H.I.P? Oh, H.I.P is a lost kingdom. Really? Meaning that the people here in the list, this is literally the reverse thing. Back when we married the Lady of Bulgaria in H.I.P, the kingdom of Bulgaria was long gone. But we could marry her, and she was of course still the princess of Bulgaria. So maybe marrying somebody that, is part of the family of H.I.P. Why not? A Bagratuni. Dalita. Ripsimi. Do we have anybody else? If anybody spots somebody that I'm missing, and you are bashing your head against the wall, and you're going like, why aren't you marrying them? Come on, you fool. Then please do tell me in the comments. It would be interesting to see what other options we had, but I think I'm settled in. We're gonna marry Dalita. Welcome to the world of literal terror, because I am an actual devil spawn. Let's get married here first, and then let's focus on war, because I think war is exactly what we will bring to the table here and to the realm. Everybody hates us, of course. I think this is mostly because cannibal, demonic horns, yeah, there you go. Nobody likes me. And that is a bit of a problem. I will give you money just so that you are no longer in the negative. The Spy Master, of course. Why are you a 0? Good God. I need to recruit some people once we get some prestige back. But the Spy Master, of course, being the most important of people that we have to take care of. Alright, and with that, we are in a new era. We are in an era where maybe I, will find back to old strength when it comes to how I can play with it. Let me just take a look at you. So you're now growing at 16 per month. That is awful, my friend. My Spartan has discovered a man of great military talent called Marin who is willing to serve my ranks. Nice. Very, very nice indeed. Let me take a look at this. Yeah, there you go. He doesn't care. He doesn't think it's weird that I have slight horns coming out of my head. Who cares? Alita and Marknias Basarab II are getting married. Right. It's everyone's concern, or no, people respect wealth. I think people respect wealth. There you go. Welcome, welcome. She does have a claim on hike, and I guess there is still hike going on, although it is now part of the Seljuks, and they are also rebelling. I don't think they're gonna win that, so you are going to go through a tough time, but they have the blood of Bagrat, of course. There is matrilineal transfer going on. I don't think it will actually come through to us here. Sadly, but you know, maybe Basarab II will create his own bloodline. That is always something that is in the cards, of course. And you know what? Let's just wait a second here, because I'm looking at this. And what is your skill by the way? Oh, you can't work it. You're just 15. I'm gonna make you work later, probably in like as a spy master, something we'll see about it. I want to become the king of Moldova. That has been the goal of the original Basarab, and it will be the goal of Marek Kniaz Basarab II. Heavy foot is key, mounted warriors or light foot. I think we mostly operate here with light infantry. Yeah, by far light infantry. You know what? Sure. It won't really safeguard us against the horse menace, but you can try, right? I saw a hairy star in the sky. I swear it to be true. 'Twas the color of blood, I tell thee. It was if the Lord God himself was bleeding. Gets holy comet. I saw a comet in the sky. It's an omen. Well. A bleeding star, huh? Find out about that. Ooh, and look at you actually getting destroyed left and right. Well, I think you guys would be so mad if I declared that war, wouldn't you? Young Dalita has finished education in the way of faith and learning. I notice with pride that she has attained nothing less than a masterful level of knowledge. Welcome. Oh, and I would absolutely love for you to become... Nope, she did not become ambitious. I will give you some money so that you don't hate me, my wife, you know? I just need some children. Nothing wrong with that, right? Why don't you give me a holy man? Very, very nice. And then that holy man also hates me, of course, but, you know, at least he's around. That is good. Now, you can serve me as my spy master, my dear wife. I love you. You love me. Let's do it. Let's crush everyone that doesn't like the spawn of Satan. Crusader kings, the very heartlands of Western Christianity, are under siege by infidels. Desperate Christian lords have persuaded His Holiness, Pope Benedictus IX, to declare his intention of forging a great and righteous alliance to expel the heathens in the name of God. This signals a new era of large-scale Christian holy wars, the Crusades. Deus Vult. Let's take a look at this. So this was clearly triggered by Duke Lop the Wise of Jewish Provence. And looking at it, no matter what happens, even if the Crusade goes for Aquitaine or if the Crusade goes for Burgundy, he will still be around afterwards. So that is huge. That is very, very positive. His child has turned out decently. You know, it is an okay child, I guess. But you know what I think? I think they won't even go for Jewish Provence, despite, of course, that being the trigger for this. I think they're going to go for either Egypt or Jerusalem. They always do. They always do. The Knights of Santiago, the Teutonic Order, the Knights of St. John, everybody's here. Everybody's early to the party. Knights of Calatrava, good guard. The Christians just got a very powerful boost. We will see how that turns out. Of course, the Orthodox Church does not have access to Crusades or anything of that sort. Also, did my game just crash on me? What's happening here? Don't do me dirty like this. There you go. Somebody just passed away, and that really screwed with everything. Why don't we invite... I want to say a noble? Noble seems like a stewardship. Yeah, there you go. Beautiful. Hello, my new steward. You shall be in this position and hopefully do something good. Young Karol, he has finished his education and stewardship. He has learned all the basic skills required. Well. Look, I had to eat him, okay? I know people will hate me now, but I will tell you, I am not here to die. I will live, but I had to eat him. I just had to do it to him. Now, we are lunatic, we are possessed, we are wild, and we have the cramps, apparently. I wish you could eat people without anybody finding out, you know what I mean? Wouldn't that be great? When you could just devour them. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna join up with the Lucifer Zone. That's what you do as a demon spawn at the end of the day. Then we're going to take a look at our levy. That's not yet enough. With the death of Iltaber Osul III of Yazi Kapan. So where's that? Oh, this entire clan just died. And he inherited it. Oh, God. I already hate it. Visterniak Serban has said some interesting ideas on how to improve the economy. Absolutely, yes. Now, you know how it is. We gotta go to war. We gotta destroy the enemy if we want to become the king of Moldova. We have food poisoning. I hate it. You're inviting me, Basileus Michael IV. You know what? I will attend. I will gladly attend your very normal coronation. Not at all weird. that I may or may not be a demon spawn. Emperor of the Romans, there you go. He has been crowned, and he's a strong Basileus as well. That's beautiful for them. This will be quite the celebration. You're hosting a dinner for some local dignitaries when the full moon comes into view in one of the windows. Trembling, you excuse yourself and hurry up the stairs to your bedchamber while stripping off your clothes. You're completely naked when the guards find you crouching in your balcony, howling at the moon. Oh, that was a very, you know what, that was a terrible oh, I will give you that. I wonder where they will call the crusade, but I also wonder when we can actually attack. What we will do either way, we will go out and pillage, and yeah, you know, the Byzantines are doing what the Byzantines do best, by which I mean they are rebelling, and Bulgaria is rebelling at the same time. This is some very strange rebelling here. They're just, you know, kind of working it out as though it was a dance choreography. And I honestly feel like we should terrorize the Russians some more. You think I could go against the Hungarians just in general? I mean, they are under the Pecheneg leadership, of course, and I don't have the troops. What is this? Smolensk? Another rebellion? Interesting. I felt the Holy Spirit fill me, and just like the apostles of yore, I could speak in the tongues of many peoples, as the Holy Spirit gave me the power to express myself. Markniats Basarab, the abomination, gets speaking in tongues. The only problem is no one else can. So we're speaking in tongues, nobody else can understand us. The absolutely perfect circumstance to be murdered. Let's hope that we will not be murdered. And let's hope on top of that I can actually find a court physician, please. No? Well, that sucks. Alright, let's take out the people over here. They are fighting against the rebellion, so we should generally, you know, assume... Oh, nope, that's the Hungarians. That's okay. We should be fine here when we see this, and I was afraid there for a second, because the Hungarians were many, and they were close, but they are neutral. I'll take it. I'm having dinner and plenty of drinks with Castellan Reinhard of Tienen tonight. It's lovely, yet what I'm most charmed by is Reinhard himself. Well, why else would I not immediately stop our conversation, which has slowly begun to touch upon some almost heretical ideas? I mean... Come on, man, that's what I'm here for. Why did God make us curious? I will keep this hidden. No question. Yes, make me a member. Because I will claim my rightful spot in this organization. I am a demon-born. Lecture on Lightfoot, absolutely. More Lightfoot geniuses, please. Brother Cosmin gratefully accepted the lessons in the art of war. Very, very nice. I could become greedy here, and you know what? Sure, let's become greedy. Let's become even more cursed. That's the spirit at the end of the day, isn't it? I can't believe we're losing prestige and piety, but then again, we are, you know, kind of evil. My Spartan has been one of my commanders, has improved significantly. Dude, a direct leader? Absolutely. I will strike the bargain with the dark forces. I mean, I am one of them. I'm just kind of finding out about people that worship me, if you ask me. I have joined. Oh no, actually, a messenger will be here soon, and we have completely destroyed a holding. And let me actually check this out. The chest that we have, did we get this chest as Basarab? We did! We literally returned from the grave to open a chest. Let's see what is inside. Is still gathering dust somewhere in your chambers. Could this be the key that opens it? Nothing. Are you kidding me? So we have parched scrolls that crumble into dust at your touch. Dust my luck indeed. Alright, let's take out this entire province. Ooh, we've met an intriguing young woman down here. You're the messenger? Well, you know what? Let's do this. Alright, and we have joined. Come on, where's the joining event? Oh, there you go. We have joined. Beautiful. So we're now a member of the Lucifer's own society, and of course we are Lucifer's own. Quite literally. Now what I wish, you know, that we had maybe a child? I know you hate me, but I mean, come on, just because I'm possessed and I'm a crazy cannibal and people hate me, that can't be the real reason, right? Hey you, time to be devoured. I mean, I'm already a crazy cannibal either way, right? So what's the big deal here? What is the difference at the end of the day? Wait, why aren't you devoured? There you go. See, that's what I'm talking about. Did that give us more? No, actually it gives us no further modifiers. I love it. And now I'm vomiting because I keep eating people. You know. Sacrifice to Satan? Absolutely not. Why can't I... Oh, you're a child, I guess. That's why I can't devour you. Devour all of the imprisoned. That's what we're doing here. That's the name of the game. The Great Feast, as it will be called in the future, I'm sure. By consuming the very life force of H.I.P, I've also gained a part of her personality and strength. I'm now temperate, envious, honest, and paranoid. Oh, that's quite something. Let's keep devouring them. Look. As I said, this will be remembered as the Great Feast. Kugel, welcome. Welcome to being devoured. Literally giving me strength. You know, there's a part of me that really feels a bit sad about the fact that CK3 most likely will not have any of this happen. CK3 will be very much be, you know, they already said it, it will be more grounded, there will be less supernatural stuff. But I'll be real with you, I mean, look at this. I just ate this dude. I just ate this man. How can you say no to this? You know, it's just one of those things. How could you say no to this? And I'm no longer vomiting. There you go, that's what I'm talking about. Now, we have a lot of money, yet again. There's a new talk to in the court of His Holiness, Pope Benedictus IX, of further Christian crusades to retake the Holy Land and fight against the advances of pagans and heathens. Many are expecting His Holiness to issue a call to arms for the faithful any day now. Deus Vult. Indeed. Now look at you. Yeah, he has so many goddamn troops. How do you defeat this man? How do you defeat this man indeed? I don't know, it's a difficult one. It is a very, very difficult one. This pregnancy has made my wife Dalita much more talkative and cheerful than usual. She never misses the chance to chat with anybody with an earshot. Unfortunately, most scholars agree that a pregnant woman, right, we've seen this before. Why don't you just sit down in this dark room and enjoy your time with it, eh? I'm gonna just sacrifice you, there you go. Your acolytes place little Akul on the altar and fasten her firmly in place. You step forward and her confusion suddenly becomes terror as she sees the knife in your hand. A pitiful scream has only just begun before you slit her throat. That's the spirit. Can I sell you? I actually could, but you know what? I have to devour you. I don't know why I couldn't devour the other one. Bit weird, but I'll take it. You know, I'll take it. I'm not complaining. Alright, we do not have the amount of troops that I would like to have here, so we're just going to save a bit, I think, and in the next episode, we will then be finally able to go on. The dark rest may be good for my future child's health, but it is proving to be detrimental to my wife's mental stability. She's finding it harder to sleep at night and has become twitchy and impossible to deal with. Though my last act of worship has been some time ago, I can still sense an inhuman touch upon my soul whenever I think about what I did. I have become a changed man. We're no longer honest. Well, there you go. We are Gavelkind, of course, which is very, very nice. The world is a dangerous place, and people are trying to kill me. How do I deserve to be... Excuse me? Well, Neagu, I feel like we're gonna clear some stuff up here. Gonna fire this man. This is my chancellor, and then we're gonna take a look. Do I have a yes man somewhere? You're not a yes man. Give me a diplomat, please. Come on, this man has betrayed me. I have a right to imprison him, and he also, nobody likes me. Alright, well, that's fair. I guess. I'm gonna try to imprison you. I know the council is against it, and it is tyranny, of course, but there you go. Now he is awaiting his fate. And you know what his fate... Wait, does he have money? No, he does not. You know what his fate is, let's be real here. Consider yourself eaten. One moment you're shivering, the next you're sweating, and overall you feel awful. Oh no, I have a fever. It occurred to me that my wife is feeling somewhat gloomy as of late. I mean, she is sitting in literally a dark room, but that's okay. The burden of her unborn child is surely causing some humoral unbalance that is affecting her mood. You'll be fine. Oh no, I have diarrhea. The worst of all the sicknesses. Diarrhea. The servants dropped the meat and the dogs immediately drove upon it. The waste angered me, but I held my temper. Then the voice whispered to me, as it has so often before, "Why do you accept this foolishness? Yes, I will not be weak, and now we have gained wrath. Look at us. We're a horrible person, and I love it." That is the spirit. That's where you exactly where you want to be. Now, I will keep the plots here, because I can eat anybody that plots against me, you know. That is my fair right as far as I'm concerned. And let's hold a great tribal festival. A great festival is exactly what the people of Basarabia need to strengthen the bonds with their fellow tribesmen. It will also be a great opportunity for the chieftains to bring offerings to our ancestors, bringing prosperity to our lands. Yes, let's go. I reckon barely anybody will attempt, but that's okay. We just have food poisoning. Hey, eating people is not an easy job, okay? The period of festivities is about to start. All sorts of peddlers, bards, and fortune tellers are gathering in Suchiava. Wait a minute, what? Galishvolin? Oh, because it's an independent crown. Oh, that's kind of cool. So obviously, you know, they have their own patriarch over here. Bulgaria, Constantinople. We are sadly under the ecumenic patriarch because we're not a kingdom. Sakartvelo, Yevon Rus. That's really cool. I like that. I like how that system works. I wish there was more, you know, input in regards to the patriarchs as a whole. Right, what am I gonna do here? Let's just... Go hunting, maybe? I like going hunting. He's a great character to go hunting as well. The celebrations have finally begun. Suchiava is bustling with activity. People from every corner of Bessarabia have traveled here to pay their respects to me and my ancestors, exchange tales and goods, and have a good time. Ah, my ancestors. Alright, let's go plundering once more. I think we have the money. There you go, Theodore. Theodore. What a name. But you know what? I shall accept it. Stellian was obviously not a good name, so I'm not gonna give that one away again. As is tradition, my wife Dalita underwent a churching after recovering and cleansing herself from the recent pregnancy. She felt much better when she returned, clearly relieved to have fully rejoined the church after a forced abstinence. Do you still? Yeah, she really hates me, huh? I did eat some people. I did eat a couple of people. I mean, what do you want me to say? You know, I can't deny it. But that's just the way it goes. I was hungry. I would like to, I think, become probably flat terrain. There's some mountains around here, I believe. It's just, nope, it's just hills. Well, in that case, oh. Man, if we could fight him in Bakau, that is actually like the, oh, in Suchiava. You know what? I'm gonna go with mountain experts, because the war that we will have to fight, they actually declared the Crusade for Aquitaine. It's like once in a lifetime that they do it like this, that they do it properly. But what I was about to say here is just, if we do fight them, I think if we can lure them into any of these provinces, it would have the greatest benefit of all. Now, whether they would actually do that, I don't know that. The thing with mountains is, and it is a well-known thing, I learned that I think when I played in Hike actually, not before. But it is well known, as people have informed me. The thing about mountains is that the only people that don't get a negative modifier are horses. Yeah, I don't know why, but it's horses, so here we are. Crusade for Aquitaine. In a grand announcement, the Pope declares a crusade for Aquitaine. The Christian lords gather from all across the world to bring Aquitaine into the fold of Christian kingdoms and out of infidel hands. The Aquitanian lands have long been under the rule of sly Hebrew infidels, of the sly Hebrew infidel Duke Lop of Jewish Provence. It is only a matter of time before he will fall under the Christian onslaught. God will grant remission of sin to everyone partaking in the righteous war. The thing is, as I said, he has titles in 2 kingdoms. In Aquitaine and Burgundy, so at the very least he should keep the titles in Burgundy. If he loses those, then he will definitely be ruined, but until that point, he should be good to go. We will see how that will work out. It's interesting though, that they are going for him indeed. But after they defeat him, I think that will spell out the end for him, because, you know, they will get rid of all of the event spawn troops. Oh, he doesn't actually have any. That's interesting. Just have excellent troops. But yeah, I mean, you know, just look at the list of enemies here. We have the Pope himself, of course, who has the Papal Guard, very strong. France. Who else do we see here? I see Navarra, I see Barcelona, Westfranken, Ostfranken. Are those duchies? They have to be, right? Yeah, Ostfranken and then Westfranken over there. I was about to say, West Francia exists, of course, but, or, you know, would exist, but it's not called that ever. Teutonic Order, Schwertbrüderorden, Knights of Santiago, Knights Hospitaller. Yeah, this is dead. The actual Kaiser is in this war. Yeah, he's done and dusted. After a recent scuffle between some of our fighters during a feast, many of my guests are pushing for a great drinking contest to determine who amongst us is the most resilient. Let's join, let's do this. As our troops are going out to pillage a bit. What is over here? There's no holding there, there's no holding here. I guess it's the north again. I'm sorry, Kiev. I don't intend to destroy you, but here we are. Let the best man win. Let's do it. Oh no. I may become a drunkard here, but hearing my name being cheered on by the other guests makes me fairly confident that I have managed to win the contest. I won, and I did not become a drunkard. Very nice. King of the Harvest. Which, with a period of festivities nearing its end, it is finally time to burn our offerings to the ancestors and pray that they will protect us in the years to come. A long moment of silence shrouds Suchiava as the smoke rises to the nightly sky. Then the shamans lead us in a somber hymn, concluding the ceremony. Glory to the Lord. You know what I was thinking? Maybe the best offensive against the Horse Lords is going north first. And I don't even intend to take anything. I think taking anything from these duchies would look horribly. What I would like to do instead, what about making them our tributary? Would destroy our primary, goal for pillaging, but at the same time, it would give us somebody that may join in, or will join in, they have to join in actually, into our wars against the Horse Lords. I will stop this immediately, I guess. I hate this event so much, and you know it, we all know it. It's just, Alright, there you go. Hate it. Absolutely hate it. Oh, I've taken none of the money. A young artist is working on what is clearly a divinely inspired icon depicting Christ Pantocrator. He needs sponsorship to finish it so we can place it in our capital. Almighty Jesus guides my soul. Yeah, sure he does. The world is a dead... Excuse me? Kagan, how dare you? I shall duel you. Let's convene our agents and kill this man. For a moment I'm worried that his armor is going to simply fall off him. But Kagan does not appear to notice my sabotage. All I need to do is land a blow in the right area and there. The man is spinning, clutching his eyes, screaming in pain. Tried to kill me. Everybody tried to goddamn kill me. I will not die here. Not to these fools, okay? Don't you worry. I will live. I deserve and I demand to live. That's all I can say in this regard, I think. Let's take as much money as we can here, although it doesn't seem worth it. As you gaze idly into the pond, a feeling of deep love suddenly comes over you, and then the sweetest memory. You remember making love to your beloved wife Aiton by another pool of water in another forest in another life. Well, I know where she is. She's right here. She's leading troops for me, apparently. Aiton. I don't want to abduct you. I think I'm good on that front. What I do want to do, I want to change my focus to seduction whenever I can. We will change it to seduction. We will seduce my old wife before I died. Is that creepy? Oh, definitely. Is that a bit creepier than sister wives? You know what? Absolutely. And that is why we play this game, isn't it? Now, either way, thank you so much for tuning in. In the next episode, we will finally see the power of Malkiniaz Basarab II unleashed. The abomination will go out, and for the first time in what feels like straight 5 episodes, we will hopefully actually conquer land. Good God. I have played horribly in the last episode, so let's hope that I can actually figure this out. His war's going awfully up. He's definitely losing Aquitaine. That aside, I want to thank Snywolf, Sai, and Herman for being members of the channel, but in particular, of course, Duke Benedict for supporting the channel as well. If you want to support the channel as well, you can do that via 2 ways. You can just check out the join button and become a member of the channel, or check out the Paradox affiliate link in the description, and if you want to buy Paradox games anyway, then I would get a small share of it. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, and I will see you in the next episode with our abomination. Later, alligator.